Hey guys, Sunny Nightmares here, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to show you guys a animation that I made of my character Den. I had to change his name because it was too close to a different character's name, and I do not want to get sued one day. So let's get into the video. As you can see, I actually just drew a reference sheet of my character Den. He actually has a few variations, and I really do like this one, mostly because it's simple and it resembles the very first version of Den that I made. He's basically a bull with a cat-ish head on it, and he has a cloak on. And this is more or less just like a it's actually in one of my concepts of his cloak. I wanted it to be like a portal, you know, something that the people could reach into, and then and then they would like get all sorts of stuff like trinkets and gold and whatnot. And I do not like that concept because it's just weird to me. So he's basically just a demon. This is not his normal, well, this is more of like his casual day-to-day form, but he has a more stronger form. You know, I like the idea of like a Shazam type of thing where you would say a word or you would utter a magic spell or whatever, and then you would turn into something else completely, something that's more agile, more free. He is the first silent doll that I have ever made. I had this thing where I had dolls and they would have stitches in their mouths, and they were all part of one singular soul. It was pretty weird back then, and these dolls, they would turn into like anime characters, you know, like Sailor Moon type deal where they turn from dolls into human beings, and then they would also fight and stuff. So that was my edgy teen years, love stories and how this worked and how that worked. Um, but in this one, I think I might try to develop a more demon form for him. Believe it or not, he is an OC. He's in his cuteness form because I haven't made an actual demon form for him. So I need to do that. Other than that, I think, the up and down, I really like the cuteness and the like flow of the animation. I'm pretty sure I could have done better with more squash and stretch stuff. That would look really cool on him. There is a part where I have like a jolting movement where he jumps out of the screen. I think the reason why some characters completely exit the screen in like commercials and stuff is because it looks weird when you suddenly have this part that's sticking out and it's not moving anymore. Like the character just stops moving, and it's kind of disturbing to me, honestly. So I didn't finish that, so it looks a bit weird whenever it repeats the loop. And then, what else can I tell you about this character? This character, well, he wasn't the very first thing that I made. Like, this is the first version I've made of this character. And I had a previous character who, I can't remember his name, but he was also after, like, this one is a kind of Stitch doll. The first concept of Stitch dolls were very small dolls. They didn't have eyes. They had buttons instead of eyes, and there were like different ones. So like one of them controlled time, and then another would do something else. Actually, I think it was my other character. He was a ghost, basically, dead, and he was able to travel through time and stuff, and that was his like power, like partially demonic power and stuff. That was about him. Now here, this part, I had to speed up a lot because it kind of tricks your eyes into thinking there's more frames. And as I played it, I got more ideas, so I moved up the frames and stuff and did in between frames, like very much in between. There is a part a bit further in the video where I kinda put the frames in the wrong order. Like, it was the correct keyframe, just in the wrong order. That was pretty interesting, so I had to move them around and stuff. But overall, the flow looks good, and the character itself, it's really cool to see him come to life with the keyframes and stuff, how he's moving and so on. It really says a lot about him, a mischievous little demon that's kind of trapped with the curse of not being able to say much, because the silent doll. There was a different concept as well when they were able to turn into human beings, where the silent dolls as humans would wear medallions. And the medallions were specifically put on the silent dolls. Oh yeah, this is an entirely different story. Same thing, silent dolls, where the silent dolls were mixes between demons and angels, because there was a great war that somehow made the two demons and angels, the powers were merged, and they had to create something. I like to think that if there's energy, something needs to be created, and there was so much energy between the two that it kind of mixed and it made something entirely new. Now, these are very unstable creatures, the silent dolls, as they are very, very violent, or they can be very friendly. Their appearances may be very deceiving towards humans. For instance, just because a demon, the silent doll looks like a demon, it doesn't mean it's necessarily unfriendly, it just has the appearance of it. And it can have, like, they have different mixes. Some of them have tails and wings, whilst others have horns and wings, I guess. I guess it wouldn't make such a big difference, but they are very unstable, and therefore they are silent dolls with medallions that would keep them silent too. And Lucifer, the king of hell himself, did that to prevent anything more from happening. Heaven, I don't think, wanted to have anything to do with what was happening, and since Lucifer started the war, I don't know what happened really, I'm just making up lore as we go right now, he was the one who had to deal with it. And Lucifer thought, well, this is gonna suck a lot and I won't be able to tame these things before this, so he put the medallions on them. And the concept with this story was that a prince or noble ran away from his royal duties as he's scared and he doesn't want anything to do with his family anymore, as they've become corrupt and are waiting on him to make things either better for the royal family or make it worse for their citizens. And he has a very good friend. Both of them, they go into the life of crime, stealing things like petty thieves. And one day they come across a medallion, and the medallion had somehow binded to the guy, the prince, or not really binded, but came to life, and so needs to keep his silent doll in captivity. That was the main reason why I made silent dolls. And basically the silent doll can only exist properly on Earth because of a master. And that's why my silent doll wasn't able to free himself from the medallion. I'd like to think that because a being is more powerful than the entire universe or anything else, like the silent dolls are, whose magic is unstable and they can be very good or very evil at the same time. It's kind of like a genie, you know? Because the genie can basically grant almost any wish, it makes the genie a very powerful deity or ally to have. Therefore, it is cursed to stay in a lamp until someone decides that it is allowed to be freed. And that's not how it worked for my system. My system is where the silent doll had to be kept and the medal had to be put on. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys have a great day. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye. Bye!